So anyway, I think plot might be happening.
Oh,
Although,
the
what
plot
kind of
begin.
plot at this stage I had no idea. I was going so fast I wasn't even reading the text that these NPCs were providing, so I had no investment in the story and I did not even know what the story was. The writing is worse here than it was in Final Fantasy XIV. 14 has some of the most brilliant and witty flavor text I've ever seen in a game such as that.
Right.
But again, it's an unfair comparison because they can actually afford writers. You have to imagine that when this game was initially conceived, it was just the product of passion between a few individuals, and then it grew over the years.
Lots of sparkles.
Yes. She has her own Navi fairy with her. I am not quite sure what her functionality is, but apparently I have one.
She's there for you.
Okay, so here's a tidbit of insight when it comes to strategy during fighting. Madhog's pro tips for TERA Online. If you are of the warrior class, the melee class, and, you know, all of the in-your-face classes, so to speak, all of your special combos consume MPs, just like magic. If you want to replenish your MP, you have to just go with the normal combo attacks on enemies. I like that because it adds an element, a layer of strategy that otherwise it wouldn't have had. Because now you have to balance yourself between your most powerful, all-out, one-hit kill attacks and the amount of MPs you consume in order to do those powerful attacks. And that's especially useful against the most powerful enemies you encounter. If there is one thing that I have personally found out that I don't like as a principle is PvP. MMORPG never do PvP right. They never do it right. They are the worst, least fun aspects of said games. But suppose you do enjoy PvPs. You do know how you can fight another player in games like this, typically, right?
Right.
You just go up to them and you challenge them to a duel and they have the freedom to accept or refuse. And that's that. Okay?
Right. Yes, I get that.
Well, in Final Fantasy XIV, you have to find somebody, ask them to follow you, and drag them all the way to an island in the middle of the ocean just so they could fight in a very specific stone circle that serves as a PvP arena.
Oh gosh.
What nonsense! What impractical nonsense is that? Nobody is going to do PvP in that game. You know what they do instead? They do
What?
team versus team PvPs.
Oh no.
And they are terrible and I am never doing them again. Especially since I don't even get regular experience points, I get PvP experience points that only works for PvP, which means I have no reason to be interested in that. Because it does not improve at all my single player experience in this massively multiplayer online game.
Oh boy.
So anyway, we are about to face a boss. Well, sort of. It's one of those mock fights that I am not supposed to win. But you get the idea. Here, let me showcase a bit of what I've learned so far of this game. You can lock up to an enemy with the lockup button, which is applicable by pressing the R3 button, which is the freaking right analog stick.
Yeah.
As you can see, I am using my basic combo attacks to replenish MPs, and then I'm going to try and use the more powerful combo attacks which consume MPs. The more you progress with levels, the more you unlock combo stack-ups possibilities. The more you unlock moves to add to the combo stacks. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, I get you.
As well as new moves altogether.
Right.
Which, most likely, you're never going to use all that often. I try to because they look cool, at the very least. But I have my habits already. And then he does this! Oh, the bastard. So yes, I was not meant to win this fight. Which is always so much fun when the game forces you into a no-win scenario like that for plot reasons.
Yeah, I know, right? It's very daft, that sort of typical plot narrative.
Yes, all of the words you just said are true.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Cute illustrations.
They're very nice, yes.
So this girl, you just saw her, she sacrifices herself in order to save you and you're supposed to be sad about it. But I know nothing about her, so I have no emotions about her.
Sounds like me.
We must save the children!
We must save the children. Do I know the children?
Not really. In fact,
Yeah.
I don't even know my own character because I was not given any sort of backstory whatsoever as to why I am on this godforsaken island fighting robots.
Well, you can make up your own in your own head, I guess.
I still need something. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
So we are about to reach the conclusion of this recording. And therefore our journey into the world, the wacky, troublesome, time-sinking world of MMORPGs. I hope I managed to make my several insidious points about both the games we analyzed, as clear as possible.
It seemed clear as possible to me, anyway. I can't add much to the entire thing because I haven't played MMOs for years.
That is a good point you're bringing up. How about this? How about next time you show to me a game you played that I have not?
I'll have to see if what game I've played essentially recently. I know I was going to talk about something in a podcast or something, but I actually forgot what the game was. I'm sure I'll remember it if I look.
That's all fine and dandy, and that's also for the next time.
Yeah. Look at you practicing with your little sword there, like, hoya!
Yes, that sword that's about as big as she is, because that's funny! Ha ha ha! I have been Madhog, thy master.
And I've been Devar Akvarod.
Mwah. Yes, that's how I say goodbye now.
Take care.
Don't sue me for sexual harassment. Bye!
Bye!